final question, our final topic, predictions.
Well, I made one prediction about the number of 40 Act funds by the end of 2017. I think my thought and prediction today is that despite the big chill that's going on right now within our industry, I think we're going to look back and say that this was just a blip in terms of funding at the VC, PE, and loan level for our industry. And I think you're going to see, frankly, I think 2016 and 2017 will continue to be big years for investment in quality early stage companies. Yes, there's a Darwinian aspect of what's going on. There will be consolidations, there will be closures of businesses, unfortunately. The strong will survive, but even new ideas within our world are going to get funded and continue to. If one actually reads the paper and pays attention to what's going on, you still see some very significant fundraisings taking place at all different stages of development for these companies, and I think that will continue despite all the bad press and the big chill we're operating in.
Yeah, another really strong signal around the strength of the ecosystem and the fact that the problem that we're solving, access to capital for small businesses, the ability for folks who have student loans to lower their cost of student debt, the opportunity for consumers to lower the cost of consumer debt, to simplify the process and make it less intimidating, are very, very real and present, and the need to continue to solve that problem doesn't go away. My prediction is around what kind of takes us to the next level, and that is watching some of the kind of newer investors coming into the space, some that some might refer to as bottom fishers coming in, seeing the opportunity to buy assets at attractive prices, does not signal the demise of the industry, but rather signals the transition of the industry. They set the floor on asset values and on pricing. And what happens then next is enlightened investors, enlightened lenders then follow suit right behind them. And then take advantage of opportunities to buy assets, invest in assets that are rationally priced, that represent a fair transfer of risk, an assessment of risk, and it's going to lead to an opportunity for enlightened investors to buy technology that helps to accelerate the evolution of their own product and service offering across a larger, perhaps more traditional platform.
Yeah, I would agree, and I would say my prediction number 2 would be that traditional financial services organizations, whether it's a bank, even a community bank, or an investment manager, you're going to start seeing more of them getting involved in this innovative lending world that we're operating in. We saw one big transaction with JP Morgan and On Deck earlier this year. I think that was a very important signal to the market as a whole that this innovative lending has a place and a real value, and you're going to see traditional financial service players whose valuations are struggling right now begin to take steps to get involved in this industry, whether it's buy, build, or partner, who knows, but I think that's going to happen as well.
Yeah, I agree the JP Morgan transaction was certainly a watershed event in many ways. They are considered to be perhaps one of the most forward-thinking of traditional financial institutions. And in many ways, that resulted in virtually every other traditional lender of any kind saying, wait a second, there's something real that's happening here. And while we had previously been tasked with just trying to learn a little bit about what some of those new and innovative technologies were really all about. Now the discussions are very, very different. When we look at our own pipeline of partnership conversations, we're starting to see a range of players who are now recognizing not only the ability to access and leverage what might be our own internal technology and data science capabilities, but also the ability to accelerate their own technology roadmap and product offering.
Yeah, I mean, and again, maybe it's not such a bold prediction to think that traditional players will get involved, although it seemingly is given all the negative press around the industry right now. But this is a well-worn trail. We've seen it before in other aspects of financial technology where large incumbent players ultimately get involved and become part of the landscape.
Thank you.
Pleasure to be here.
Well done.
Thank you.